So this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Attack of the Puppet People, 1958. I hated this flick. I'm giving it 1 out of 5 stars. It gets a 5 out of 10 on IMDb, which is pretty high. I thought I was going to love this flick. It's 50s sci-fi kind of. Well, it's a mix of sci-fi and horror, I guess. It reminded me of Puppet Master for some reason. Maybe they ripped off this movie with Puppet Master. I don't know, but it just didn't connect with me. It was on riff tracks. You can see the riff tracks clips on YouTube if you want to check it out. But John Hoyt plays this doll maker. He's able to use some kind of machine that I couldn't understand to turn people, actual human beings, into miniature size, doll size. And he likes to play with them because he's lonely. His wife cheated on him and left him. So I could sort of relate to him in the sense that he doesn't have anybody. At least that's what he says at the end. I don't want to spoil the ending too much, but you can pretty much figure out what happens towards the end. John Agar and another short, rather petite blondie work at the Dolls Incorporated on the 5th floor of this large building. And the proprietor, Mr. France, is like this supposedly benevolent dictator. I didn't like the character at all. He tries to make up excuses for capturing these miniature human doll-sized people. The title is misleading. They don't actually attack him. They just sort of try to plot an escape and pretend like they're having a good time so that they can entertain him. So that, I don't know if movie goers felt ripped off by that, but the movie poster is kind of misleading too, because it has a giant cat, but the cat was actually miniaturized in the movie. So John Agar and his blondie girlfriend are working there. It was a little confusing. I thought the previous secretary was John Agar's girlfriend for some reason, and he was trying to play pseudo private detective, trying to figure out where the previous secretary ended up. The police have a string of missing cases. The Keystone Cops, you think that they'd try to figure out that all of this stuff is tied to the doll manufacturer, Mr. France, but they don't even bother to look into it until the end of the movie, which is kind of strange. And yeah, that's about it. I don't have much else to say about this movie. I gotta get going to work, but I wanted to get that quick review in. Terror comes in small packages is the tagline for this. And anyways, um, it's one of the shrunken ladies sings "I'm Your Living Doll." Another confusing thing in this movie is that the mailman disappears, but the mailman is not an actual doll. It's some corporal guy. Well, at least he's supposed to be a Sergeant Patterson, but he's wearing corporal stripes for some reason. And so once they get once Mr. France gets the gang together, John Agar and the blondie secretary, his girlfriend, they try and fail a couple times to escape. Then Mr. France gets frustrated with the police snooping. There's a girl who discovers the miniature cat, and for some unknown reason, Mr. France tells all his secrets to the little girl. The little girl blabs it out to the police, and the police don't believe her. They think it's too fantastic. But anyway, the first time they're listening to some kind of jazzy music on a Ford turnstile record player, kind of falls down the records. I don't know if you've ever seen those, but it keeps going and going, and his buddy, played by Michael Mark, the Emil character, keeps butting in, trying to get him to do the Punch and Judy show at the theater. And second time they try to do a paper airplane, which just goes doink and hits the side of the dresser or something. And they use a split screen to make it look like Dr. France is talking down to the little miniature characters. And I think there's a split screen glitch toward the ends, which I didn't catch, but another reviewer caught it. And anyways, not a good flick. I'm not going to say check it out, or it might be better, the Riff Tracks version of it, but I only saw very short clips of the Riff Tracks version on YouTube, so that was kind of a bummer. Anyways, I put 3 of the actors' names that I recognize in the description box. Now I got to get going because I'm going to be late for work. But anyways, Oregon, the courts tossed out Oregon's lockdown quarantine, extended petty tyrant kind of health directive from the governor there. So looks like much to the chagrin of the lamestream media, the court challenges to these ridiculous petty tyrant health ordinances have been relatively successful, at least in Wisconsin and Oregon. We'll see about California and Michigan, 2 of the most severe lockdown states. Now in Los Angeles, they want to extend it 3 more months, which is crazy. I mean, it should be going away pretty soon, I think. And kind of ironic that the most severe lockdown states have the highest infection rates and death rates compared to other states that don't have any lockdown, like South Dakota, Italy, Michigan, New York, California, all have the worst coronavirus situations. And those are the states with the most severe lockdown situation. So it's not a coincidence. I mean, the governors just put all the sick 80-something-year-olds into nursing homes, and then they affect the entire nursing homes, and they wonder why there's such a problem in these states. It's pretty obvious. But anyways, I gotta get going. I'm running late for work, so I'll let you go. Just thought I'd throw that quick review in. Laters.